for like 40 minutes, but I cried, and I don't think I'm gonna post it publicly, because when I cry, I just hate to look back and see myself cry on video. I was up at 4 or 3:30. I woke up. I had like a full 7 hours of sleep, but I woke up and I just felt like, you know, sadness from what I've gone through. I think that it was triggered from the question, is love worth it? So my niece is in college, and she's having to write a paper on love, and her question is that she made up is love worth it? And I'm the person that she's interviewing for this paper. So I don't think that romantic love is worth it. I think that everlasting love is worth it. So a lot of us think that we have an everlasting love in our partner, but you don't know which way they're going to go and what they're going to want in the future. If they're going to want to be like single and not really want to be a family, you know what I mean? Like a lot of men today, or people in general, but I'm going to say men, from my personal experience and from what I've seen, a lot of men, they don't want a family. They want to be baby daddies. Funny enough, they are surrounded by baby daddies. They don't know the beauty of a family. They don't know the work of a family. They don't like the work of a family. That's where I've come to that conclusion after thinking and rewinding everything in my head. What I make sense of is that these men, they don't want the work of family. They just want to be baby daddies. They want to pick up their kid in the weekend, show them off, have fun with them, drop them back home to the mom to do all the hard work, you know, the wiping of the ass and all that stuff, the sleeping and all that, the real heavy lifting. But if the love that I would say is worth it is eternal love, I would say build your friendship and build your friend group. And make that like a beautiful chosen family. And it might be your blood family. I'm only saying chosen family because my family, I don't have one. I don't have a circle. I don't have friends. I don't have family. Not like a tight circle. I have friends, but they're out of state. They're, you know, it's not, I don't have a circle. And so I think that the circle is what's important. And so you have to, that's the love that's everlasting. That's the love that's going to take you through the hard times. Romantic love will leave you in the hard times. It can very much leave you in the hard times. If you put your all in a man and he becomes like your family, and that's beautiful. But if he's all you have and then he leaves, then you've lost your family too. Family will never leave you. Friends that you created from your heart, you know, that you have real, not, it's hard, like, it's weird that I have to like define friendship, but today there's a lot of friends in this world that are not real friends. And I shouldn't say today, but my life, I've seen friends, I've had friends that I know didn't like me, that I didn't really like the core in them. It didn't like a lot of backstabbing, a lot of talking about each other. It's toxic. It wasn't healthy. It wasn't good. It wasn't friendship. So you find a good and wonderful community, and you will have yourself the love that is worth it, that eternal love that will take you through the good and the bad. Romantic love, it can die, it can fade away, it can leave you all alone. And so it's not worth it, right? If you are going through hell and your partner's like, I'm not attracted to this, I am not attracted to you anymore, I don't like you anymore, I don't love you anymore, I don't see you romantically anymore because you've had a kid and completely changed, made life hard, and you had all these new motherhood things, or whatever the case may be, you know, like, I don't like you anymore. That's not gonna be worth it, right? Because that person is not seeing you through the hard times, the time that you need them the most. So it has got to be, the love that you seek out in this world has got to be the greatest love of all, self-love. But of course, we are not made to be by ourselves. We are not made to be wandering the earth alone. It's probably why I was crying at 3:40 in the morning today. I just feel like a sense of loneliness. You know, like I said, I haven't talked to my sister in a long time. I have no one. Like, so you feel that, and you shouldn't, because that shit can kill you. We're not meant to roam earth alone. And so the love that is worth it is love that's gonna hold you with a fucking hand and have your back forever. And that's friendship and family. So that was to answer the question. The video that I posted earlier, I mean, it was like a 40-minute live, but I'm not gonna make that one public. It sucks because I need those 40 minutes on here. But it's okay. I'll be doing lives like later on today. I just don't want to wake the baby up. She woke up 3 times when I was doing that live because no, 3 different attempts to do lives earlier. Since like 4 in the morning I've been trying to do lives. But she keeps feeling me not being there and keeps calling for me. So yeah, that's it. That's to answer the question. When I come back on live later, I'll probably, I don't know, I kind of wanted to take you to like the Korean beauty supply and show you around there. And whatever I do today, I wanted to go live there and just show you around, whatever it may be. I have to do other like lookbooks and things like that, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you know what? Let's just get into this random shit that I really want to talk about. Like, I should change the topic of this video because now we're going to go into something else. But the Krishan Blueface stuff that's happening with the picture that he posted of his baby's groin on Twitter. The baby has a hernia supposedly in the groin. He posted that picture on Twitter to make Krishan look bad, the baby's mom. That couple's behavior has been really, really, really alarming for a long time. But now there's a baby involved. And it made me think about the friends. And I guess it can stay on chord with this conversation. Because for me, there's a lot of people that I would never be able to be friends with someone like that. Because once I see someone causing harm to an infant, to a child, there's just no way we could be friends. I cannot. There's a lot of people that will be in your life just to be in your life. Just not to be lonely. Just to have something to do and someone to call. It's not a validation, you know what I mean? Like, look at me. I have no one in my life but my niece who's 18. That's literally my family. And my daughter, my baby. You would think, oh, she has no one, she must be a bad person or something. No, I'm a wonderful person. And that's why I have no one, probably, right? But these people are surrounded by people all day long. Krishan and Blueface, they're surrounded by people all day long. Yet there's harm being caused to an infant. That is obvious, that is evident. So it's not quantity. It's value. It's like the value of this one friendship. It could just be one friend. Because I'm thinking to myself, who in these people's circle is really about that life? Like, about friendship, about love. Like, yo, how dare you? I have lost family members because they're horrible parents. You know what I mean? Like, I have lost people in my life because I just can't stand how horrible they are to their mate. Or, you know, the dishonesty, the cheating. That shit is gross. Like, I don't want to be around that. And so I look at these people, and I saw Krishan's video, and that shit was heartbreaking. Like, to see her like that. The reason that Krishan's video stands out to me so much is because I was there. Not in that capacity with that horrible violation, but I've been there where you're afraid that someone's going to take your baby from you. Because you're a new mom, and you don't know left from right, and you're fucking dazed. You're in a daze of confusion, and you're afraid. And any little thing that someone says, any little threat against you as a mother, you're like, you're going to try and take my baby from me. And now you have this new thing in your body that's God-given from the source, who knows, that any little fear, any little threat to your motherhood, you can't even help it. It's like biological at this point. But anyway, it makes me think like there's not a single friend in that group that really loves Krishan or Blueface. Because if you did, you'll love that baby the same. And you'll come through for that baby, and you'll help that baby, and you'll help these two idiots get it together and get that baby the proper help that baby really requires. So back to my point. The only love that's really worth it is the love of like family and friends. That's gonna be it. If you find romantic love, it's beautiful. If it's everlasting, it's glorious. But it needs to be kept, honestly, and it kills me to say this because I would not say this like a year ago, but it has to be at bay. Like, you cannot, almost, I hate to say it, it's hard to say, you cannot completely love a person like with your full self, because they can break you, and you can't allow that. And if you love someone, like, give them all, you think that you know them and everything 100% pour into them, you will be, and you can be devastated, and it's not worth that. But I can imagine, and this is me imagining because I'm not sure, I've never experienced this, if you love someone and you hold in a little bit, you hold in yourself, you safeguard yourself just a little bit, and it can be almost like a professional love, almost like a business arrangement of love, where you can't quite give all the way. You have to like make an arrangement, sign a paper that says, okay, I have to, you know, I can't be all about you, I can't think that you're my best buddy, I can't do that. Then it could be something wonderful, I think. It could be beautiful. It could be what it is. Meaning, I see you when I see you. We don't even have to live together. We don't have to get married. We don't have to have children. We could just be each other's romantic partners. Literally just that. Like, don't be my best friend. You know what I mean? Like, I have my best friend. I'm my best friend. My mom is my best friend. You know what I mean? Like, don't make him everything, or don't make her everything, because if they're gone, your everything is gone, and it leaves you in a really vulnerable place. And sometimes that comes after a kid, and that is devastating. I can tell you firsthand. It is hard to survive it. I don't even know how I made it. But yeah, find yourself a dope best friend, and hopefully, like, you guys would be best buds forever, like the Golden Girls. Like, that used to be my fantasy, to like have like a Golden Girls life where I have these lifelong friends, and you know, we're just like really happy, and you know, that's it. But anyway, I'm gonna stop this because the conversation is done, and I'm gonna come back later, and I don't know, maybe I'll be somewhere in New York taking you about town with my baby. Thanks for tuning in. This is literally like my third live today, but this is the only one that I'm gonna keep up. The other ones I had to, like, I don't think I'm gonna put them. I was super vulnerable, super you know, I don't mind being vulnerable on here. I can say that I've been devastated. I can say that I've been heartbroken. I can say that I'm alone and I suffer and it kills me. I can say that Sol's dad shocked me and all the things that he did and said to me in the last 2 years, and I'll never be the same. I can say all that, but what I cannot see and what I cannot do is see myself cry. I can't see myself cry on camera. I don't know, maybe I need to talk to my therapist about that. But once I cry, I don't want to look at it again. I can't see it again, and I don't want anyone else to see it either. But yeah, so I don't know. Oh, an update. My doctor, you know, I talked about my foot pain in my last video. My doctor said that my new doctor, because my old doctor retired, my old podiatrist, he said that it's because my feet are too flexible. They have too much movement. And I feel like it makes complete sense, because I've been told a lot of things about my bone structure, my bones, in the last like 7 years. My doctors, it all comes back to my bones and being indigenous and having like different bone structure or whatever, or like, you know, all sorts of weird shit with my bones, or odd, peculiar, I shouldn't say weird. But he said there's a lot of movement in my feet. Like, they move more than the average person. When I walk, my bones are like, boop, 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 my toes are moving and everything. And so he is getting me my feet molded for inserts, to keep my feet a certain way, to keep it more still when it moves, like to keep my bones, my toes more still. And that's it. But anyway, love you. See you soon.